We are taught to put other people's needs above our own and to be kind. However, does anyone ever tell us that being excessively kind and compassionate might be harmful? The world we live in is full of giving people who realize that giving depletes them both emotionally and financially. Therefore, we don't always get what we give. Could being too kind actually put our own lives in danger? When you're kind, horrible things can happen to you. Be astonished by this. I'll show you 8 negative things that can happen to you if you're too nice, and I'll show you 4 effective strategies to prevent people from taking advantage of you on day. Without further ado, let's go to number 1. First of all, your hopes for other people will be too high. According to the Stoics, we should accept things as they are and stop depending on other people's actions to make us happy. Giving without expecting too much in return helps you cultivate emotional detachment, which calms your mind and prevents you from being let down. It's hard for us to be entirely selfless when we give, whether we realize it or not. We expect others to follow suit when we give everything we have. But when it comes to us, you've made people so accustomed to having everything taken care of for them that they'll take it for granted that you can handle everything in their lives and yours, especially your own, because if you don't take care of your own, why would you take care of other people? You'll end up with a foul attitude, exhaustion, rage, and unhappiness because your hopes of reciprocity won't be met in reality. People are simply carrying out your duties, which is to take care of their tasks. If we look at it honestly, people will simply expect you to give them something so that they can be met. Second number, according to the Stoics, it's important to remember that true value comes from acting in a way that is good and reasonable, not just by doing what other people want. Giving in moderation and in a balanced way helps you stay in charge of your actions and prevents you from developing habits that hurt your mental health. People are creatures of habit, as you've probably heard your entire life. People are made to fit into a pattern, a way of life, and a symphony of things that are happening around them. This need for change gives rise to the concept of the comfort zone. Consequently, people you help will expect you to give them something at all times if you're constantly giving to them. Since you'll be there to handle most of their responsibilities, you'll guide them into their comfort zones and spare them from having to do as much work. Nobody is going to look you in the eyes and tell you to think more about yourself if you don't value yourself. At the very least, don't expect this kind of empathy from the people you help, since they will cling to their own Robin Hood, which will cost them a lot in their lives. The third nothing will be done to consider your goals. If we wish to stay in balance and avoid sacrificing our identity and well-being for other people, the Stoics advised us to live by reason and virtue, set limits, and put our own responsibilities first. You can end yourself running away from something inside of you that hurts and cares you if you put everyone else's demands before your own. How does it make you feel to be alone for the entire weekend, or to know that no one is there to welcome you home each day? The blow will be twice as hard if you're avoiding yourself by doing so many different things. This is because, while you'll eventually have to face yourself, your negative emotions will worsen as you start to put other people's needs before your own. One of the most important aspects of good health is taking care of oneself. You must make sure you are content, pampered, and well cared for before you can help others feel better. Never give a chocolate to someone unless you have truly enjoyed it yourself. In the same way, wait to offer to clean a friend's house until after you've cleaned your own and enjoyed some wine and a good movie. The world follows you in order of priority. Second number, you'll be treated poorly and given the impression that you're weak. Stoicism tells us to set limits and practice self-discipline in order to work on becoming strong and in charge of ourselves. Instead of being perceived as weak, we can show others that we are dedicated to our own responsibilities and beliefs. If you help other people too much over time, you might be perceived as an authority in the field in which you collaborate with other people. Not setting boundaries could be the exact opposite impression that you want to convey. People start to perceive you as weak, similar to the person who is so opposed to a supervisor that they approach you to absolve them of their responsibilities because they know you won't turn them down. On the other hand, as soon as you use this magic word, people will start to feel respect for you that they never thought they would. The fifth, There will be a lot of buts or people who come to you only when they need something. By choosing who to help with perspective and self-control, Stoicism shows us how important it is to be knowledgeable and wise, so that we don't waste time or energy on things that don't help. We can tell the difference between real people and those who seek to take advantage. People who formerly thought you were a good friend end up only wanting to hang out with you when they need something. Logically speaking, the likelihood of this happening to you is not all that high. It makes reasonable that you would invite your coworkers or employees for coffee, let alone a beer, as the majority of people wouldn't extend such an invitation. Still, that does not make it equitable. To prevent people from taking advantage of you, you must learn how to handle the ways I'll tell you about at the end. Sixth number, you'll never meet people who want to give. You'll only meet people who want something. We can create genuine and good for both parties relationships by using patient judgment. People find their way into our lives because they resonate with our energy. In other words, if we have a low vibration, we attract people who are negative, depressed, have evil spirits, and wish to hurt us. On the other hand, when our vibrations are high, we attract people who are full of good energy, friendliness, excitement, hard work, and delight. We start vibrating at a low frequency as a result of the energy we lose when we give to everyone. This attracts needy people who feel drawn to us, as well as opportunists who don't really want to help and merely want to take what they can from us and leave without even saying thank you. Seventh number, you may become addicted to something in the end. People were instructed by the Stoics to maintain composure and take charge of their own affairs. Giving with self-control lets us maintain a good relationship with our choices and actions and prevents us from falling into bad habits. The easiest way to become addicted is when something is regularly lacking in our lives, which increases our demand for it. Thus, one day it might not simply be springtime, but someone close to you who notices that you drink too much aqua. They may also notice that you overindulge in food or perhaps gambling. Pay close attention to what others who care about you have to say, because your first reaction might be to snap at them and tell them you have no problems. When people are too preoccupied with their own problems to recognize that they even exist, they tend to act in this way. Remember at all times that the people who care about you just want what's best for you. They're trying to help you stop falling and go forward, so listen carefully to what they have to say. The eighth, you'll make people pause. No matter what other people think of us, Stoicism urges us to do good things. We create a good reputation that can survive unfounded charges by putting our focus on living in accordance with our ideas and principles. The truth is that there aren't many kind people in the world, no matter how much we'd like things to be different. Therefore, if you are one, rather than impressing and thanking people, they will be wary of you. Your kindness will soon make people wonder what's going on with you and what plans you have that you don't tell anyone about. They might be being truthful, but it's more probable that you've met a group of questionable people. Stay away from them and decline the help they offer, because the majority of people who wish to help too much have such sinister intents. Let's now examine how you can prevent people from using you. First strategy. Your feelings are trying to tell you something, so pay attention to them. Relying on the Stoic concept of self-awareness, observe your feelings. The Stoics believed that it was important to consider oneself and to comprehend one's own desires and feelings. You can tell if you're giving too much and mentally taxing yourself by being aware of your feelings. This lets you find a good balance and change your focus. To help other people, how does it make you feel? You should feel like you're walking on clouds when you put yourself first and think about yourself. It's time to pay attention to how you feel if you feel overly busy, worn out, irate, or used. You shouldn't lie to yourself if doing something you don't have to makes you feel particularly horrible. Find out how your health is impacted by the help you are giving instead. The second strategy, do not be frightened of the word no. You should understand that your time and energy are important and should be used in a balanced manner by adhering to the teachings of the Stoics. When you feel too busy or when the request is unjust, you can show self-control by saying no. Even if the word no makes us think of negative things and unhappiness, it's common for us to find it hard to express. Pessimism will take over our lives if we don't learn to speak this word when someone asks us for more than we can give. Tell yourself that practicing in front of a mirror is the only way to reclaim your freedom and stay safe from potential dangers. The third strategy. You have this space and this time all to yourself. Honor them. It's important to respect and give yourself time to take care of yourself in accordance with Stoic values of self-control and self-respect. Exercise, painting, sipping tea while listening to music, or anything else that makes you happy are all acceptable forms of entertainment. To test this out, make sure to finish your responsibilities as quickly as possible. This is something you should take extremely seriously, enough so that you should set aside this time each day or each week. Therefore, if someone begs for your help at that time, they should be extremely kind and helpful to you rather than to the other person. You tell them no without feeling guilty and relish the time and space you have to yourself. Make it obvious that you will only be able to help for a short time since you have other things to do if you don't want to be so direct. If not, you can offer to help at a different time. The fourth strategy. Recognize energy vampires and keep your distance from them. It's important to know which relationships are good for you and which can deplete your mental energy in accordance with the Stoic principles of self-control and wisdom. You are taking care of your health and exhibiting Stoic self-control in your relationships by staying away from people who continuously sap your energy and add nothing constructive. It is important to understand that attempting to help an energy thief won't work. You become overwhelmed by these people's grievances, negative outlook on life, and complaints. Don't bother trying to help them since if their problems were handled, they would have to stop moaning, which they wouldn't tolerate. The best measure for things in life is usually the middle ground, according to Stoic wisdom. Generosity is also not an exception. When we give too little, we project an image of avarice and selfishness. While we end up fully depleted of energy, time, and perhaps money if we give too much, we don't. In order to find a balance between prioritizing the needs of other people and your own, err on the side of caution and lean toward the grays. Just remember the golden word no if you're ever hesitant, especially if they offer to give you a lift home through the window of their vehicle. Now that our journey has come to an end, I genuinely hope these pointers will be very helpful to you. Give this video a thumbs up if it has inspired you, made you think, or taught you something so that more people can experience the benefits of Stoic wisdom. Don't forget that you are an essential component of this channel. And don't forget to read our ebook on Stoicism and how to implement it in your own life if you haven't already. Get daily doses of Stoic growth and wisdom by subscribing.